In this video, I'm going to talk about lcdlinebuffer.cs. This is a C# file that turns this debug LCD on the right here into a buffered screen. What it's going to do is loop around. So I've determined, just by trial and error, that you can get 17 lines on the screen. I'm going to paste in my code here. And what it's going to do is going to go and it's going to loop 20 times in this main. Here you have a for loop, it loops 20 times. So what we should see is line 3 to 19. Line 3 to 19, great. So let's take a look at what was actually going on. So the class called debug screen buffer, which is the same as the class I had previously, except for the fact that I actually add a means to count internally and wrap around. Screen lines, 17, that's a constant. That's basically bounds how many lines I can put on the screen. And what I do is, as you add lines to it, it kicks out the old lines. So in the main here, we have our screen panel that we get by name using this iMyText panel. This is basically casting this class to iMyText panel. Then once we have that, I go and I loop and I just add into the buffer. And this is where things are kind of weird here. I had a hard time getting things to write to the screen, so I had to play around with it a bit to get it to work. So that's why there are these three things. Now, something I also done here that I haven't mentioned is if for some reason you name the screen wrong, let's call this debug instead of debug. Code compiles, fine, and when you run it, we'll find an exception. It says cannot find LCD named ebug. So it's very useful to never assume that you will copy things correctly, or in that case there, have an upper or lowercase correctly. Great. So now we'll move on to doing some more things using the screen as a useful way to get information out.